Sony-owned Crunchyroll disables comments, user reviews, all in order to reduce harmful content and prevent misinformation. Oh well. Anime Cider here today to report on this one. I figured this avatar is more fitting than it ever has been. Let's find out what's going on over on Crunchyroll. According to a user over on our Crunchyroll, they had this to say about their experience with the new changes. And they said this: finished an episode of a show and made a comment, switched apps, then came back to find the comment section gone. I thought it was a bug, but apparently they've decided to suddenly blanket wipe everything. So this user reached out to Crunchyroll to find out what the hubbub was all about and received this response. And they said from Crunchyroll support right here in orange, they say, I do apologize for the inconvenience. To maintain a safe and respectful, high-quality environment for our community, we have decided to remove all existing comments and disable the ability to comment on our platforms, including comments on news articles. This change helps us reduce the harmful content, prevent misinformation, and improve overall user experience. If you have any further questions or need assistance, please let us know. And this user went on to ask, like, is this for everyone? And so Crunchyroll again responded to clarify all of this. They went on to say, we understand that you are not happy with the recent removal of comments and the disabling of the commenting feature. This decision was made to ensure a safer, more respectful, and higher quality environment for all our users. We value your feedback and encourage you to share your thoughts through direct messages, emails, or support tickets. We appreciate your understanding and are here to assist you with any further concerns. Now again, this got so sideways that they had to go out into public and actually make a statement about this whole situation. And they had to say this in their customer service page, right? This is where they went. They didn't go out and make a big press conference about it. Isn't that strange, right? But here's the change, okay? It says, at Crunchyroll, we prioritize creating a safe and respectful community environment. To maintain this standard, we are removing all existing user-generated content, including comments, across all of our platforms. All right, now, I don't know about you, but Crunchyroll hasn't been exactly great. They've had some pretty rough dubs recently, and the functionality of the app itself with the player is, sketchy at best. Good luck catching a simuldub if your internet isn't directly connected to the ether cable, You haven't plugged your phone into the ether cable if you're watching it on your mobile, The other thing is that Crunchyroll made it clear that they're not reaching out to a new audience anytime soon. The leader of the company made it known that they weren't going to put things in movie theaters. Their priority wasn't in attracting a new audience, but servicing the current one. And so this goes to further this, that they don't want any questioning of their agenda, if you will. They don't want any questioning of what they're doing at Crunchyroll. What they want is a user base that pays and spreads the word. That's what they want. Shut up and spread the word. Pay your money, pay your dues to Crunchyroll, say thank you to the bus driver, and then GTFO. That's what these guys are telling you with all of this. And so it strikes me as odd that they also want to bring up the control of misinformation. What exactly is the misinformation that's going on Crunchyroll? Now, I guarantee you this is mostly dominated by people who are in their early 20s and late teens, okay, this user base, if not even younger, okay? People who lied about their age in order to have an account. This could be a reason why they got rid of this too, in light of the Dr. Disrespect information coming out. That's something that just occurred to me while I was talking about this right now. It's an interesting idea that having this information out into the public and allowing users to see different usernames and interact with these people who might be underage and faking their birth dates in order to have accounts, that might be a precaution in order to protect them from any trouble that they could incur having this platform, you see. Crunchyroll isn't concerned so much with the safety of users, they're concerned with their safety of their bottom line. But I'm not surprised by this, honestly, that they're getting rid of this. I expect YouTube to eventually roll out the same controls that users aren't allowed to comment on things in order to create a more safe environment where people simply absorb content and shut up the rest of the time. But further proves as well, right? It further proves as well that the corporations have set in to make sure that the consumer stays the consumer, never the contributor. You're not allowed behind the pearly gates of content creation. You're not even allowed to leave a review on the show that you just watched. This sounds very familiar to how Netflix handled things by taking away the rating systems during the Amy Schumer situation. And also, we should remember that this is a going trend on media sources. We see YouTube is now more comfortable than ever allowing information to be censored. They're taking down channels. We see that even X, Elon Musk's platform, will take out people's content if it's especially troublesome to the platform's advertising revenue. And I can't help but wonder if Crunchyroll is also falling into this. That not only the Dr. Disrespect situation is contributing to their woes, but also one must wonder exactly, at the root of it, if really the reality is they don't want to be told they're doing a bad job. Do they not want to have this misinformation, right? This misinformation about all these horrible people doing these things. But how is this happening in response to an anime article? What's being brought up that's misinformation? Are kids talking about Joe Biden in the comments section of the One Piece live action anime adaptation on Netflix? Is that what's happening? Am I to believe that Crunchyroll is worried about people spreading election misinformation on their platform? I don't think so. I think it really has to do with the fact that they want to control their information. They want to make sure that you're only getting what they want to tell you. And that also, thanks to Dr. Disrespect's information coming out, they don't want any minors having contact with adults on their platform and that being an avenue for lawsuits to come their way. All in all, I think it's a bad move. While, yes, it protects younger users and also protects Crunchyroll from litigation, it limits the ability for anime fans to congregate and meet each other and perhaps new friendships to be made through it. Brand loyalty is important, not just because it's important to these corporations, let me specify. It's important to these corporations. But it's hard to create this brand loyalty when you don't allow people to interact with the brand. Buy the t-shirts, watch the shows, STFU the rest of the time. I don't know about you, but I really hate this whole notion that you're just not important to the anime scene. You're just a consumer. That what you do, your conventions, your cosplay, your own fan fiction, the fan art that you draw, none of it matters to Crunchyroll. That's not the community they want to court. The community that they want to court are people that simply absorb the anime and go, huh, wow, that was neat. All right, on to the next one. That's what they want. They want people to have the autoplay feature on and STFU the rest of the time. And pay money for the feature as well. Don't forget that part. I should ask you, though, what do you think about this down in the comments below? Do you think this is a good move? Do you think that they're correct in keeping their stuff out of movie theaters and not pressing to expand the audience and instead silence the audience they already have? You can't even leave reviews now. That's the thing to remember about this, is you can't even leave a review. So if you didn't like an episode, you can't even say that anymore. I'm very curious about what their logic is behind this, because you and I both know it's not to create a safer environment. I have a very, very, very hard time believing that Crunchyroll was a hotbed of hateful conduct. All right? It's anime. You know, can you get into like a flame war with your friend about who's cooler, Vegeta or Goku, Deku or Bakugo? Absolutely, you can get into your flame wars. But that's the kind of fandom you want on your platform about anime, right? Am I stupid? Do you not want people arguing about anime on your anime platform? That seems like a thing you want, and that's interaction on your platform, so that also makes the Google Analytics happy. So again, this doesn't track. What it really sounds like is they found themselves in a legal conundrum, and they want to get out from under it as quick as possible while eliminating any possible repeats of this situation. But as always, you'll have to trust me, I'm pointing at the camera right now, believe me. As always, I wish you good luck out there. And if you want to leave your comments about what's going on with anime right now here, because you can't leave them on Crunchyroll, feel free. Let us know what's going on in anime by your purview down below in the comments, particularly if you're interested in how My Hero Academia is wrapping up in the manga, rather. I wanted to say comics because I'm a dirty American, you see. Let us know how you're feeling about My Hero Academia wrapping up. It's kind of a landmark right now. I suspect it'll join Bleach and Naruto and gosh, I almost said Goku. Dragon Ball Z as like tent poles of what people consider anime, you know? Oh, excuse me, and Demon Slayer, Dragon Slayer. My gosh, I need to end this video before I cause